So Chuck Schumer does not seem to have given up on the fight for 15 as it pertains to the minimum wage. This is an Intercept article by Ryan Grimm, and I'll read to you a little excerpt of it. It says, Schumer has suggested to progressive groups that there is a glimmer of hope that the parliamentarian would rule differently this time. The new legislation is focused on infrastructure, and setting wages is directly related to the budget impact of any infrastructure spending. If there is even a small chance of it working, he reasoned, it's worth the fight. Schumer, though, is encountering resistance from some backers of increasing the minimum wage who argue that attempting to include it is doomed to fail just as it did last time, and in the process it will trigger another wave of indignation from the public at the failure. Debate over the $1.9 trillion relief package was consumed in its final days by anger over the lack of inclusion of the wage hike, with pressure on progressives to vote it down. And I want to read this paragraph to you as well because I thought this was insanely interesting. Internal congressional critics of the Schumer idea argue that the link between the policy and whether it clears reconciliation is irrelevant. After all, Republicans included drilling into the Arctic in Trump's tax cut legislation, two policies that had nothing to do with each other, and that the parliamentarian is likely to rule the same way again. Taking another run at it, for some in the Senate, recalls his favorite maxim of Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who would often say, there is no education in the second kick of a mule. So this is interesting for a number of reasons. If you remember last time, they tried to include the $15 minimum wage in that relief package that passed not too long ago, right? And they took it out because the parliamentarian struck it down. And by struck it down, I mean she said, no, this is out of order or something like that. Basically, the parliamentarian holds no real power. She's an advisor. She's an advisor, okay? It'd be like if you told me, hey, Malik, I'm going to go jump in this lake. And I told you, I don't think you should do that. And you said, okay, I won't do it. That was just an advisement. If you wanted to jump in the lake, you can jump in the lake. You didn't have to listen to me. But that's exactly what the Democrats did. They took her word as like God's law. And they said, okay, well, fuck the $15 minimum wage. It's over, you know? And so here's Chuck Schumer saying, well, we might have another crack at it with the infrastructure deal that they're culminating at the moment. But just listen to the rhetoric. Did you hear what I just read to you? He said that hopefully with the infrastructure deal, we'll get a different verdict, or she'll say something differently. Not, okay, we don't care what she says this time, just maybe we'll get a different outcome. So they're still looking to this person who has an advisory position to dictate what they do as it pertains to raising people's wages and therefore strengthening prosperity in their lives. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And as I read to you there, they were saying that, oh, people were mad or whatever. No. The people were mad because the $15 minimum wage wasn't included. They wasn't mad necessarily that it failed, okay? That's why they wanted progressives to vote it down, because it wasn't included. People want the $15 minimum wage. These people are so delusional. This is why they never win anything. Now, I'm going to lay down for you a plan. This isn't going to happen. This is what someone would do who actually supported the $15 minimum wage. These people aren't serious. They aren't fucking serious, okay? If they were serious, it would have been in the first relief bill, okay? And all those people that voted it down, that voted, with the parliamentarian, would have fallen in line. This is what a person that's actually for the $15 minimum wage would do. So the parliamentarian says it's out of order. Okay, all right, well, there's the door. Goodbye. You're dismissed. Bring somebody else in. And okay, of course, once that person sees what happens to the previous individual, oh, they're all for it. Okay, well, parliamentarian problem solved. Okay, so who do we have next? What, Joe Manchin, Kristen Sinema, the other Democrats that voted it down? Okay, all right, well, here we go. I'm the president of the United States, right? My approval rating is over 50%. A majority of the American people like me. Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm going to campaign against you. If you vote this bill down, if you even think of voting against this bill, you're gone. Your political career is over. I'm going to decimate you. Okay? There it is. and they fall in line. And if they're still pushing back, okay, what do you want? What do you want? You want something for Virginia? I got you. You want something for Arizona? I got you. What do you need? Come to them that way. And then they all fall in line. Everybody votes for the bill. They coalesce. $15 minimum wage just happened. But that's in a perfect world with people that actually give a shit about you and me and the average worker and care about their wages. I doubt that's what's actually going to happen. Has the time already passed? Was that their only chance to get the $15 minimum wage? No, it's not. This is actually another chance to do it in this infrastructure bill. Will they get it together? Will they have the guts to overrule an advisory position? Who knows, man? The Democrats, they're so insanely weak, you know. And when you look at what the Republicans did when it came to their, infractions with the parliamentarian, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous how they're treating this issue. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.